What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Chris Jones, and here we are. I'm gonna show you some great arm exercises. People ask me all the time, what do you do to sculpt those arms, to build them, to make them look more prominent, developed? Well, here it is. I'm gonna show you 3 movements for your biceps and 3 movements for your triceps, okay? Watch and take notes. Thank me later. So this first move I want to show you right here is the seated incline dumbbell curl. Before we start, let's go ahead and get this bench set to about 45 degrees. All right. Now you can go a little higher if you want, but I like about a 45 degree. And what you want to do, roll those shoulders back and get that chest up. All right. You see that? And let them arms hang. Let them hang. You feel that stretch? Curl your wrist towards your shoulder. Bam. Stretch. The purpose of this incline bench is to really get that stretch at the bottom. All right, get you a nice stretch at the bottom. Standing straight up can give you a pretty good stretch as well, but nothing, and I mean nothing, like this incline curl. All right. Now, once you get a little more advanced, you have a little more control of the weight. Try having your palms facing your sides and twist at the top. So not only will you get a stretch, but you get a better contraction. This is the ultimate way to do it. You can do it the regular way like this if you want. All right, it's the regular way. But if you want the ultimate way, that's gonna give you the best development, do it like this. Supinate, twist up top. That's one of my best kept secrets. You want them guns blazing, baby? Do this movement right here, thank me later. When I showed y'all to see the incline curl, I twisted at the top to make it a little more challenging. That's because one of the functions of the bicep is supination. See my bicep? See this one here, no tattoo on this one. Right here, see this? See how it stretches right there? Now look, see that? One of the functions is supination. So when you come up from that deep stretch on the bottom and you twist, you're gonna activate those fibers and make them fire up, okay? And other function is shoulder flexion. So you want to do a movement like this, where your shoulders slightly elevated. It's really gonna help you get deep right up in them creases, right up in them grooves, okay? So check it out. I like to squat down, that way my arm can see, let me show you this right here. Standing up, there's really no resistance up here. Now you might go to some gyms and they may have their cable crossover station very high, okay? But if it doesn't, just go ahead and kneel down, all right? Get you a handle. Kneel down and stand away so it doesn't touch the stack. Elevate your arm. All you want to do, bring your wrist towards your shoulder. Squeeze. 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 I'm gonna switch arm to give you a back view. Watch this muscle peak. Again, thank me later. You see it. You know you see it. This is the cable concentration curl. There's 2 versions, you have one with the dumbbell down here. This is the cable version, concentration curl. Again, thank me later. Now this right here, I shouldn't even be giving y'all this, right? It's a family secret, okay? My great grandfather created this exercise right here. This is the reverse curl. Okay, you might see a lot of people do hammer curls, and hammer curls are great, but I feel like this is often neglected. This is not only gonna get that outside of your bicep head, but see this right here, guys? Gonna throw a little bit of them forearms in there. So when you at the bar chilling, stand to the side, all this gonna be looking beautiful because you're throwing this in. And the great thing about it is, it doesn't take an incredible amount of weight. Just gotta have a good technique so you don't hurt your wrists and stuff like that, okay? So get you like an easy curl bar. You can do a straight bar too, but the easy curl bar is much better on the wrist, okay? Grab it on the outside where it kind of angles off, okay? Now, roll your shoulders back a little bit and let your arms hang forward. You see that? And all you gotta do is focus on the elbow area. Focus on that forearm and pretend like you have a little walnut right here. You see a walnut cracker? Pretend you got a walnut right here and you wanna use your forearm to crack that walnut right in the groove of your bicep, okay? Real simple movement. Shoulders back, arm a little forward, and squeeze. Stretch, squeeze, stretch, squeeze, stretch, squeeze, stretch, squeeze. Focus all your mental energy and focus. Like I said, it's not about the weight, it's about that technique. Because you can really miss your mark with a lot of jerking. You want to really focus and get that technique. Focus on that muscle, stretching and squeezing. Stretching and squeezing. And there it is. That's the third bicep movement. Guys, best kept secrets. Go to the gym, try this, and thank me later. All right, so I just gave you 3 movements for bis. Now I'm about to give you 3 movements for them tries. This right here, the close grip bench. A great movement, old school movement. To be real with you, I'm disappointed that I don't see a lot of people doing this, man. You know, press downs and stuff like that is great, but this right here is gonna throw some slabs of meat on the back of them arms, okay? Because you can go much heavier, okay? So let's go ahead and start. Before we start, again, this is the old school movement, and you might see some photos, some old school photos of bodybuilders doing this with their arms very close together. Studies have shown that that can be very bad on the wrist, and you don't have to go that close. You can go shoulder width and you will get the same amount of tricep engagement. So there's no need to put your wrist in harm's way. Go a shoulder width. Now what a shoulder width is this. Don't worry about all this. All you gotta do is this. Roll your shoulders back like this. That's your natural shoulder width. Cause look at the joint. My shoulder joint is right here, right? My clavicle is right here. The shoulder joint is right here. All you gotta do, put your thumbs up, roll your hands forward. That's your natural shoulder width. Now do this. Bam, grip it here. If you wanna go outside shoulder width, bam. It's just that simple. You don't need to look in the mirror and all that. Your shoulder joints right here, right? Just roll forward, bam. Here we go, bam. You see that? Grab it right there. Arch that back, squeeze. Now look at this, control it down, press. Control it down, press. Control it down, press. Now, you can also do it this way. You can stop by right here, a couple of inches from your chest to keep that tension, and squeeze. You can do it either way. And squeeze. And squeeze. You can do it either way. Me personally, if you're a shorter guy like myself, I'm only 5'7". I want all the range of motion I can get. But if you're a taller guy like 6'3" or something like that, you got some really long arms, you can stop by right here. Even powerlifters have an exercise called block presses, where they put a block on their chest and they stop about 2 or 3 inches from their chest. So it's no big deal. Just make sure you keep those elbows close to you, control the weight, and squeeze at the top, and you'll be fine. There it is. All right, so this right here is one of my favorite movements. This is gonna get your triceps nice and chiseled from the side. All right, we're gonna hit that lateral head of the tricep. Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. It's called the press down, but it's not really a pressing motion. Pressing motions typically come from the shoulder. It comes from the shoulder joint, all right? When we're working our triceps, it's really involving the elbow joint. You wanna extend and flex the elbow. Extension and flexion of the elbow is hinging. You ever see a door, how the door hinges like this? Very similar motion, the exact same motion. Look at this. My hand is at 6 o'clock, and now look, it goes to 3 o'clock. That's exactly how it moves. It's a hinging motion, so it's not a pressing down motion. So what you wanna do is this. Make sure you put your shoulder in the proper position, all right? So it's gonna come down to your body mechanics. You know, some people, it might feel better having their shoulder back here, and then they press like that, all right? Some people might have the shoulder rolled forward a little bit, and then they hit like that. So the most important aspect of this motion is getting your shoulder in the right position for your body type, because the shoulder is where your leverage is gonna come from. That way your elbow joint can flex and extend properly, okay? So for me, pull it to myself. See right here, I'm getting some good tricep work, but I don't feel strong because my shoulders are all over the place. So get my shoulders locked into position, roll my shoulders back, get my arms close to my sides. See this? Arms close to my sides, shoulders roll back, and I lean forward just a little bit. That's perfect for me. And it's bam, let the elbows do its work. Let the elbow do its job. Let the elbow do it. Get a nice squeeze on the bottom. Don't do this. Don't throw it. Get you a nice squeeze. 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 Make them triceps beg for mercy. Make them beg. That's the second movement right there. All right, this right here is another one of my best kept secrets. You want them horseshoes on the back of your arm. You want them nice and chiseled. Throw in some of these tricep kickbacks with dumbbells. Now check it out. Very similar to the press downs. Make sure your shoulder is in a pivoted position for leverage. That way the elbow joint can flex and extend, okay? It's all about the hinging of the elbow joint, flex and extension. Just gotta make sure your shoulder is in the right position because your shoulder is where your leverage is gonna come from. As you see, I'm bent over right here. See my tricep working, but my shoulder is too high. So what I wanna do is bend down a little bit, roll my shoulder back a little bit, and now look. See, it's all about the position of your torso and the position of your shoulder. So make sure you get your upper body about parallel with the ground. Roll your shoulder back. Don't have it down here. Roll your shoulder back. That way when your elbow is flexing in extension, you can recruit that tension, okay? Like I said, the shoulder is gonna give you leverage to press off of. And when I grab the dumbbells, I like to grab them toward the top. Speaking of leverage, I like to grab toward the top. It's gonna give me a better contraction up top. I don't wanna grab at the middle. I don't wanna grab it up here. I want my palm, the base of my palm, all the way down here. See that? That way when I kick back, get some nice tension up top, all right? A little trick for you guys. Don't tell nobody, that's a secret for you. All right guys, it was fun hanging out with you guys. I hope you enjoyed those tips. If you wanna find me, I'm on Instagram at Beastmode Jones. Same thing on YouTube. Beastmode Jones on YouTube. Hey, see you guys next time.